Okay, and then this is the third video that I'm making. This is how it's going to come. It's going to come in two roughnecks, and then those are going to be packed inside of two large boxes. They're not going to be, I mean, it's going to be kind of heavy, but not too heavy. It's just going to be kind of big and awkward, but the shipping is free. I'm handling all that, so don't worry about that. I was talking earlier about it being related to Bubblegum Crisis and Bubblegum Crash and the animation from that. Here's Bubblegum Crisis, just to give you a little clue up. Bubblegum Crisis in its fictional timeline takes place in the 2030s, and it's about these girls who get in these cyber suits and fight, you know, the bad guys, which are mainly robots or the corporations that are controlling them. Fast forward to about 2099, where the story sort of starts to take place for Captain Power, and you have Lord Dread. He is the main bad guy, and he's controlling the world's efforts, kind of like how Genome does in Bubblegum Crisis. With, you know, in Bubblegum Crisis they're called boomers, or cybernetic organisms, or artificial life forms that were robotic. In this, they digitize humans into cyborgs, or he makes his own robotic creations that go out and digitize people and blah blah blah. The soldiers of the future, Captain Power and the rest of them, they're the ones that are actually fighting against that, kind of like how the Night Sabers fight against Genome. The art animation is the same, the timelines fit together, the same theme is going on. Another theme is that it really did look like it was going for an international appeal. Now, I don't know how well Captain Power did internationally, but I know that Bubblegum Crisis was pretty big internationally. They were also both started at the same time. 1987 was when this started in Japan, but it was really made with, you know, like a hairband rock feel, with a lot of English words in the show and in the songs that they used. They used an international singing star, Lou Bonavate, to sing a lot of the songs, the hit songs that were on the Bubblegum Crisis. Now, there really wasn't a lot of songs, but the music was great for Captain Power, especially with the training videos. It was also done by the same people who did the music for Bubblegum Crisis, Crash, and AD Police Files. For those of you who don't, you know about that stuff, you should look into it. It's really fun, really cool stuff. That was, of course, more popular than Captain Power, because Captain Power came at a time when the NES was just really killing it out there. And but the training video especially shows the relation between Art Mick were the same animators between Bubblegum Crisis and Captain Power. That's just a little fun little fact that I'm throwing out there. Maybe Captain Power fans really don't care about that, but if you want to see the same sort of themes of Captain Power lived out in a more popular form, then look to Bubblegum Crisis. It's pretty cool. For you other Captain Power fans, I would say make bid on this, because this is truly a complete collection, in my opinion. Doesn't have the gun, doesn't have the other two videos, doesn't have, which, you know, I don't know why you would include that, but it doesn't have the other two activity books. It doesn't have Volcania, because they never released it, and it was a very limited release for the vehicles for the two bad guys. If there was one or two, I can't even remember, but I know that they weren't interactive. They didn't even have light or battery operation, as far as I remember. They were just really small vehicles that were released probably by mistake, maybe even, because the show was really not even on the air anymore by the time that came out, and the toys weren't doing too well. But this, disregarding all that, I would consider this a complete collection of Captain Power. I am selling my childhood here. I am selling a great complete collection of Captain Power. Again, I didn't really have time to test the battery situation with this, and I didn't want to buy all the batteries and everything. The batteries don't come, of course. I didn't leave any kind of batteries in there so that they wouldn't, leak acid everywhere or anything like that, like I have, like you do with toys when you're a kid. You might forget, and then you open them up and bam, it's all rusted out or whatever. But that didn't happen with these, so they're if you are really looking for them for their interactive capabilities still, they still might work, especially the Phantom Striker, and maybe even the Power Base still might work. But the XT7, I know that probably doesn't work. It maybe needs better wiring or a new light bulb or something like that. Who knows? But there's ways to fix that. They have, you can screw in there and get in there. I didn't repair them myself because, I just figure I'd leave it up to whoever would buy this to fix that if they wanted to fix this. So you get the activity books, the first video, vintage VHS, all the instructions, all the figures, all the main sets, the Power Base, which is rare in itself, in its entirety, the little Kellogg stamps, which some may think that's cool, some may not, and the profile cards for all the vehicles and all the characters, and they will come packed very nicely in these two roughnecks and double boxed, and the shipping's taken care of by me. So please make your bids, and thank you so much for watching. See if I can get another last glamour shot. No, maybe not. But thank you.